Prince William, at 41, finally admits something under pressure that many had suspected all along. His revelation sheds light on a long-standing issue, sparking widespread attention.
The pain of losing a loved one is often likened to no other. For Prince William, the loss of his mother, Princess Diana, at such a young age was a heart-wrenching experience that would forever alter the course of his life. Bereavement, especially at a tender age, leaves a mark that nothing else can compare to. And William's candid reflections about this loss reveal a side of him few have seen. At 41 years old, he has come to understand the profound effect his mother's death has had on his journey into manhood, fatherhood, and royal life. In a rare and deeply personal admission, William openly shared his feelings about grief, his relationship with Diana, and the impact her teachings continue to have on him as he prepares to become king. For William, Diana's influence was far-reaching. Not just as a mother, but as a role model and guide, she instilled values in him that would define his approach to life. Diana, the people's princess, had a unique ability to reach the hearts of many, and she passed on these qualities of compassion and empathy to her sons. Through her actions, William learned that love could transcend the constraints of royal life and that service to others could be a powerful tool for positive change. But with this love came a devastating loss that forced him to grow up quickly. At just 15 years old, the young prince faced the harsh realities of life in the public eye while grappling with the emotional toll of his mother's tragic death. Prince William's relationship with Princess Diana, a bond of trust and vulnerability. The bond between Prince William and Princess Diana was one of mutual understanding and deep emotional connection. From a young age, William became one of Diana's most trusted confidants. He was not just her son, he was her emotional support, a young boy who often offered solace during times of hardship. Diana's marriage to Prince Charles was fraught with challenges, and William often found himself in a protective role, shielding his mother from the scrutiny and pain that came with royal life. This early exposure to emotional vulnerability shaped William's understanding of strength. He learned that true strength comes not from repressing one's feelings, but from acknowledging and embracing them. As Diana's confidant, William shared in her pain, learning firsthand the complexities of royal duty, family dynamics, and personal sacrifice. Diana's struggles with mental health and her tumultuous marriage taught William the importance of compassion and the need to care for one's emotional well-being. This foundation of empathy has remained with him throughout his life, influencing not only his role as a son, but also his current work in mental health advocacy. Even as William grew older, Diana's influence never waned. She made it her mission to raise her sons in a way that protected their sense of normalcy, despite their royal status. She made sure that William and Harry experienced life outside the confines of royal expectations, taking them to amusement parks, charity events, and homeless shelters. These experiences, though simple, profoundly shaped William's understanding of duty, kindness, and service to others. A loss that shaped a legacy, Princess Diana's death on August 31, 1997, the world was shocked by the tragic death of Princess Diana in a car accident. For William, the news was devastating, and the grief that followed was unlike any he had ever known. At just 15 years old, he was thrust into a world of mourning and responsibility. The media frenzy that followed only intensified his pain, as the young prince was forced to reconcile his personal grief with the overwhelming public reaction to his mother's passing. The death of Diana was not just a family tragedy, but a global one. Millions of people around the world mourned the loss of a woman who had touched their lives in profound ways. For William and his younger brother, Prince Harry, the world's grief was compounded by their own, and their journey of healing would be anything but straightforward. William was thrust into the spotlight at a time when he was still processing the emotional impact of losing his mother. As a teenager, he was forced to navigate the complex world of public life, media scrutiny, and personal loss. In the years following Diana's death, William found solace in the cherished memories he had of her. While the pain of her absence never fully subsided, he learned to cope with his grief by reflecting on her lessons. Diana had taught him the importance of being true to himself, of using his position to make a difference, and of embracing the vulnerability that comes with love and loss. These lessons became the cornerstone of William's emotional resilience, and shaped the man he would become. Grief as a catalyst for advocacy. Prince William's work on mental health. As the years passed, Prince William began to channel his grief into meaningful work, particularly in the realm of mental health. Recognizing the importance of open conversations about mental health, William co-founded the Heads Together campaign with his brother Harry and wife Catherine, aiming to reduce the stigma surrounding mental health struggles. Through this initiative, William has encouraged people to share their stories and seek help when needed, a message that directly echoes the vulnerability his mother demonstrated during her life. William's commitment to mental health advocacy has grown from a deeply personal place. He has openly shared his own struggles with grief and loss, using his experiences to encourage others to confront their emotions rather than hide them. His willingness to talk about his mental health challenges has helped normalize discussions about grief, anxiety, and emotional well-being, particularly for men who often feel societal pressure to remain stoic. By embracing his vulnerability, William has become a powerful voice for change, ensuring that future generations feel empowered to seek help and support during difficult times. The impact of Princess Diana's death on William's father-son relationship with King Charles III. William's relationship with his father, King Charles III, is one of complexity and evolution. After Diana's death, the dynamic between father and son shifted. While Charles was always a figure of authority and duty, William's grief and the media's portrayal of the royal family added a layer of tension to their relationship. William's understanding of his father deepened as he matured. He came to recognize Charles's unwavering dedication to royal duty and the environment, a commitment that mirrored his own advocacy efforts. As William navigated his royal responsibilities, he increasingly understood the weight of his father's role. Despite the challenges in their relationship, William's growing admiration for his father's work in sustainability, particularly through the Earthshot Prize, reflected the balance between his mother's compassion and his father's sense of duty. William's journey has been one of reconciling these two influences, the compassion he learned from Diana and the responsibility ingrained in him by Charles. The role of duty and service. Prince William's path to kingship. Prince William's journey to the throne is a delicate balancing act between personal growth, royal duty, and the legacy of his parents. His life has been shaped by a combination of maternal love and paternal responsibility, and as he continues to prepare for his future role as king, he embodies the values of both Diana and Charles. William's path to kingship is not just about upholding the monarchy's traditions, but about evolving it to meet the needs of a modern society. As a father to Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, William is determined to pass on the lessons he learned from his mother, the importance of compassion, empathy, and kindness. He is committed to ensuring that his children understand the value of service to others, just as Diana instilled these values in him and Harry. William's leadership style is rooted in a deep understanding of both duty and love, and as he steps into his role as future king, he strives to bring about positive change through service, open dialogue, and a commitment to making the world a better place for future generations. A journey shaped by loss and responsibility. Prince William's life, as both a royal and a person, has been marked by profound loss, public scrutiny, and an ever-present sense of duty. The emotional burden of mourning his mother, Princess Diana, in front of the world has had a lasting impact on him. As a young boy, William was thrust into the public eye during one of the most tragic moments in royal history. His mother's sudden death in 1997 forever changed the trajectory of his life. The world watched as a barely teenage William, alongside his brother Harry, walked behind his mother's coffin, visibly shaken by grief. At that moment, William's personal grief was intertwined with the expectations placed on him as the future king. The young prince faced a painful paradox. While the world mourned with him, there was an expectation for him to maintain the royal dignity and composure expected of someone of his position. But behind the public gaze, William struggled with feelings of anger, confusion, and deep sadness. Losing his mother at the age of 15 shaped his emotional world, and the burden of public mourning added another layer to the pain he carried. Over time, William would navigate the complexities of grieving in the spotlight, learning that healing would not come easily, especially when every tear, every vulnerable moment was scrutinized. As he grew older, he realized that the grief he experienced at such a young age would stay with him, shaping his view on leadership, responsibility, and family. The impact of Princess Diana, a mother's influence. Princess Diana was not just a mother to William, she was a mentor and a guiding force in his life. From an early age, Diana made sure that her sons experienced life beyond the palace's gilded walls. She sought to instill in them values of empathy, compassion, and service to others. William's relationship with Diana was built on mutual trust, love, and understanding. As a young boy, he often found himself in the role of confidant to his mother, who shared her struggles, heartbreak, and hopes for the future with him. This bond became a cornerstone of William's emotional development, one that would later influence his role as a future king. Diana's untimely death left a void in William's life, one that he would never fully fill. Yet her legacy of kindness, selflessness, and public service continued to guide him in his personal and royal responsibilities. Diana's influence shaped William's understanding of duty, not as a heavy burden, but as a means to make a meaningful impact on others' lives. She taught him that leadership is not about power, but about helping those in need and leading with compassion. Navigating royal expectations, the struggle of mourning in the public eye. While most people experience grief privately, William's mourning was laid bare for the world to see. As he walked behind Diana's coffin, the images of his grief struck a chord with millions. The emotional complexity of that moment, combining the pain of loss with the pressure of royal expectations, created a challenge that few could comprehend. In the years that followed, the media constantly followed William's every move, his every expression, as if his grief were an open book for public consumption. The scrutiny was relentless. While the royal family has often been expected to maintain a stoic, composed image, William's vulnerability made him more human to the public. Yet this very humanity became a source of further scrutiny. In some ways, his grief was weaponized by the media, with each moment of vulnerability dissected and analyzed. For William, this constant judgment only intensified his sense of isolation. In private, he grappled with the emotional turmoil of losing a mother who had been both a source of love and a symbol of support. In public, he was expected to continue performing the role of the dutiful prince, balancing the weight of his royal duties with his personal loss. Despite these challenges, William found strength in his family, particularly his younger brother, Prince Harry, who also shared the same grief. Though their paths diverged as they matured, the bond between the brothers remained an important anchor during their most difficult times. However, the emotional complexity of grieving in the public eye was a challenge that neither of them could escape. Mental health advocacy, turning pain into purpose. As William grew older, he began to use his grief as a driving force for advocacy, particularly in the area of mental health. Understanding the emotional toll that losing his mother had on him, William became a strong proponent for mental health awareness. His personal experience of grief and the difficulties of navigating public mourning without adequate support led him to champion causes related to mental health. In collaboration with his brother Harry and his wife Catherine, William co-founded the Heads Together campaign, which aims to break the stigma surrounding mental health and promote open conversations about emotional well-being. William's personal journey of healing informed his approach to advocacy, emphasizing that grief and mental health struggles are not signs of weakness, but necessary experiences that deserve compassion and attention. By sharing his own story, William has made significant strides in normalizing conversations about grief, mental health, and emotional vulnerability. His openness has helped shift the conversation from one of silence to one of support, encouraging others to speak up and seek help. This initiative has been especially significant in a world where mental health issues are often overlooked or stigmatized. A new chapter: marriage and fatherhood. Prince William's journey into marriage and fatherhood marks another significant chapter in his emotional evolution. His relationship with Catherine Middleton, whom he met at the University of St. Andrews, provided a much-needed sense of emotional stability in his life. Catherine, who understood the complexities of royal life, became William's steadfast ally. supporting him through the ups and downs of his royal responsibilities. Their bond grew from friendship into a loving partnership, and when they married in 2011, it signified a new chapter for William, one in which he could finally find solace in his personal life. The birth of their first child, Prince George, in 2013, was a transformative moment for William. Holding his son for the first time, William was filled with joy, but also with sorrow. He realized that his mother, Princess Diana, would never meet her grandchild. This realization became a powerful motivator for William to honor his mother's legacy by instilling her values of compassion, service, and kindness in his own children. William and Catherine prioritized family time, ensuring that their children grow up in a nurturing environment where they can express themselves freely and explore their identities. William, inspired by his mother's openness about mental health, emphasizes the importance of emotional health within his own family. He encourages George, Charlotte, and Louis to talk about their feelings and to understand the importance of compassion and empathy, just as Diana had done for him. The complex relationship with Prince Harry, a rift between brothers. Despite the strong bond William shares with his family, the relationship with his younger brother, Prince Harry, has become one of the most emotionally charged stories within the royal family. The brothers, once united by the shared grief of losing their mother, have seen their paths diverge as they grew older. While William embraced his royal duties and the responsibilities that came with them, Harry sought independence, ultimately stepping back from royal duties and moving to North America with his wife, Meghan Markle. The rift between William and Harry has been marked by misunderstandings, tension, and differing views on royal life. William, who feels a deep sense of duty to his country and the monarchy, saw Harry's desire for autonomy as a rejection of the values they had been raised with. Meanwhile, Harry, feeling stifled by the royal institution, sought a different path, one that allowed him to carve out a life free from the constraints of royal expectations. Despite the tension, both brothers have expressed regret over their estrangement, acknowledging the emotional toll it has taken on their relationship. Public appearances have shown glimpses of hope for reconciliation, and there remains a sense of love and longing for the brotherly bond they once shared. William has emphasized the importance of mending their relationship, echoing the values of love, family, and unity that their mother, Diana, instilled in them. As the world watches, there is hope that the brothers will find a way to heal their rift and honor the memory of their mother through reconciliation. Prince William's emotional evolution, a journey of growth and reflection. Prince William's emotional journey is a complex one, shaped by grief, love, and responsibility. As he navigates the challenges of royal life, he remains grounded in the values that were instilled in him by his mother. Diana's legacy of compassion, service, and empathy continues to guide him as he prepares for his future role as king. Through his advocacy for mental health, his dedication to family, and his willingness to embrace vulnerability, William is carving out a new path for the monarchy, one that honors tradition while embracing modernity. As William steps into his future, he carries with him the lessons of his past, the importance of love, the strength found in vulnerability, and the unwavering commitment to serving others. His journey as a husband, father, and future king reflects the power of resilience, the depth of his love for his family, and the legacy of a mother whose influence continues to shape his life. Prince William's enduring legacy, compassion, duty, and progress. Prince William's journey toward leadership is a testament to the enduring power of love, loss, and resilience. His experiences, from the pain of losing his mother to the responsibility of being a future king, have shaped him into the empathetic leader he is today. William carries the legacy of Princess Diana with him, using her teachings to guide his advocacy, leadership, and parenting. His commitment to mental health, environmental sustainability, and service reflects the values instilled in him by both of his parents. As he steps into the future, Prince William is poised to redefine the monarchy by intertwining empathy with responsibility. His personal journey, filled with grief, healing, and growth, demonstrates that true leadership comes from understanding one's vulnerabilities and using them as a source of strength. Through his work and his family, William honors the legacy of Princess Diana while creating a new path forward for the royal family, one rooted in love, service, and compassion.